Liam Smith knocks out John Thompson in the 7th round to capture the vacant WBO light middleweight world title, or super welterweight world title, whatever you prefer. He also becomes the first of the Smith brothers to win a world title as a professional. So hats off, congratulations to him and his family. As far as his performance and his opponent John Thompson's performance and the fight itself, Smith, you could say that he started slowly in the fight because Thompson was jabbing and moving and did seem to be stealing the rounds. But what I liked from Liam Smith is the fact that he was in position all the time. This wasn't a fight where he was just getting outboxed and wasn't getting into punching range, wasn't getting on top of his opponent, wasn't putting his opponent under pressure. It wasn't like that. He was right on top of Smith, right in punching range, and he was putting Smith under a lot of pressure. And when you see fights that have this type of dynamic where you got Matador and Bull, when the Matador is moving more than he wants to, when the Matador is unable to hurt the Bull, that's when that Matador is going to start to have problems the longer the fight goes. And that's how it looked here. John Thompson, not a big puncher, only about 5 or 6 knockouts in his career out of, what, 18, 19 fights. And Smith was getting in position. Okay, he was in punching range. And to me, Thompson's punches looked a bit panicked. There was a touch of Amir Khan in the way he was moving around and punching. He looked like he didn't want to get pinned down. He looked a bit anxious in there, particularly when he landed a few shots and he realized my shots ain't really doing nothing to this kid. Okay, so I like the fact that Smith was getting in position and he was putting mental pressure, not just physical pressure, but mental pressure on Thompson. And when a guy's having to move like that more than he wants to move, he's going to get tired more quickly than you. So I thought Liam Smith did a good job of being patiently aggressive, picking his punches, being calculated coming forward. Yes, you could say he gave away some rounds, but the pressure itself was wearing Thompson down. My only major criticism of Liam Smith in the first few rounds of the fight is that, for me, he didn't go to the body enough. Okay, if you're going to fight that kind of fight, it's all well and good. You may give away some early rounds when you're applying that pressure. If you know that your opponent can't hurt you, if you know that your tactics are going to work in the long run, accentuate that by digging to the guy's body whenever you can. And there were opportunities there. I saw plenty of occasions when Smith could have dug to the body more often than he did in the early rounds of the fight. Okay, hopefully he'll go back and look at the videotape and say, you know what, I should have invested in his body more. I could have got him out earlier. And these are habits. These are good habits which you need to get into, because you don't want to get into a big fight and end up doing the same thing against a tougher opponent, for example. Obviously, this was a big fight for him. It's his first world title fight. But you don't want to be getting in there with a guy who's better than a John Thompson and forgetting to invest in the body. So I think he should have gone to the body. But as the fight progressed, his pressure was starting to tell on John Thompson. In the 6th round, he hurt him. Thompson was backpedaling at some serious speed. And in the 7th round, he started dropping him and took him out of the fight. So all in all, I thought it was a good performance. John Thompson, again, not a guy I've seen fight before. Didn't really impress me in the fight. Okay, he's not a puncher. Didn't really show me great skills. He can stick and move a little bit. He's tall and rangy, but I didn't really see anything that impressive there from him. I certainly don't think he's going to ever be one of the top junior middleweights in the world. Certainly not in the next few years anyway. Maybe way down the line if he hones his skills and goes back to the drawing board. Maybe, who knows? Stranger things have happened. I mean, you look at Orlando Salido. Who would think that Salido, given the poor start that he had to his career, would ever become a world level fighter? But he did it. So you can't say never, but certainly John Thompson didn't show me anything here that impressed me at all, or, you know, made me think that he's actually a legitimate world level light middleweight. There's obviously far tougher competition out there for Liam Smith going forward, unifications with the other champions. There are a lot of dangerous contenders out there, a lot of dangerous fighters. You still got people like Erislandy Lara. You got the Charlo brothers. You got Demetrius Andrade. You know, you got a whole heap of junior middleweights out there who could be a problem. So how do you see Liam Smith faring against some of the other top junior middleweights out there? Who would you like to see him fight? Who do you think would be a good style matchup for him? Who do you think would be a bad style matchup for him? How far do you think he can go? Drop your answers in the comment section below. I'll be very interested to read them and get a discussion going and chop it up with you guys. Let me know how you felt about Liam Smith's performance. Yeah, it's your boy Hatman. I'm out.